So I was laying down reading a book, and I remember a particular time when I had lost my brother. That came to mind, and it totally, started to shift my mood. But immediately I heard the word in my spirit that you cannot look back. And I felt led to come on here and share it. It's not just for people to hear it, it's also for me, right? No matter what has happened in your life, you cannot look back. The Bible story that came to mind was the time when Lot's wife looked back and she couldn't continue the journey. When you're looking back, you cannot move forward. When you're looking back, you cannot continue the journey. When you're looking back, you're stuck. You can't do anything. I don't know why this particular word came to me. I feel like God heals in so many ways. And to be honest, a journey so far, handling grief and all of that, God is the anchor in this. God is the one that sends people my way to help me through the process. If you constantly look back, you won't be able to move forward. But you won't be able to get the things that have been destined for you. You won't be able to tap the grace that God has for you. You just won't be able to do anything because your mind is stuck on the past, but you cannot look back. You have to find a way to move forward. The reason why you cannot always look back is because it stops you from actually taking what God has in store for you. You might want to actually achieve something, right? You've tried it so many times, but because you keep looking back at those times you tried, it stops you from the opportunity that God has for you. So when you keep looking back and seeing, oh, I failed at this, I failed at that, I failed at that, that's fine, right? But the more you keep looking back at that, it stops you from the progress that God has for you. It stops you from the gift that God has for you. It stops you from what God has in store for you. It's not that you can't even afford to look back. You can look back sometimes, but do not remain there. Remaining there is where you start to stay stuck, where you start to lose progress, is where you start to have self-pity and the inability to do something better in your life. Another reason why you can't look back is that it starts to make you bitter because you're constantly looking at the past opportunities you've missed or situation that happened. It starts to make you bitter. It starts to make you resent people in your life. It starts to make you resent yourself. It starts to make you resent the decisions you've made. It starts to make you look down on yourself, pity yourself, hate yourself. But it just starts to build some sense of bitterness in your life. And when you're bitter, you can't see any opportunity. You can't move forward. You can't determine your next step because you're clouded in bitterness. These are why you should not and we cannot afford to look back. Ways that you can actually move forward in your life. Number one, you have to surrender all to God. To be honest, this entire situation just made me realize that there are so many things that you cannot handle by yourself. Humanly possible, it is so difficult. Losing someone is so difficult. You cannot handle it by yourself. You need God, and God is the one that raises people for your sake. You can't handle everything by yourself. So when there are situations where you can't handle it by yourself, you need to surrender it to a higher power. You need to give that to God to deliver you from it. You need to allow God to turn that experience and give you beauty for ashes. I'm a testifier to God's goodness when it comes to that, because looking back at the time I lost my brother, it was so difficult. It was so difficult, but God gave me people. He helped me go through that phase. And even the way He helped me go through that phase, I do not even understand it. How I'm even here doing a video instead of crying my eyes out, hating my life, or just hating everything. I do not understand it, to be honest. And one thing I've always known is when there's an issue or when there's a problem, in some way God turns that around to bring out something great. I don't know what it is, but no matter what, just surrender it to God, because there's some things that you cannot even handle by yourself. It is difficult to even think about it. Pray to God about every and anything. Before you know it, going forward, it just starts to get easier. Don't get it wrong though, there are some days that are also very difficult, but even in those days that are difficult, we find a way to pray to God. We find a way to let God take all the burden. Like God is there to handle your burden. Do not give up on yourself. I mean, the fact that you're already watching this video means that you want to change in some way, you want healing, you want to move forward in your life. I don't have all the answers, nobody has all the answers, but the thing is, do not give up on yourself, because in you there is a way forward. That's just it. In you there is a way that God wants to bring you out of the situation. There is a way that God wants to actually turn your story around. So you cannot give up on yourself. There's some days that all hell wants to break loose, but you cannot give up on yourself. And you also have to hold on to what is good. Hold on to what is good in your life. The people in your life, your family, your spouse, your sisters, your friends, the people that have just been there for you that might not even be family. Hold on to the good moments in your life. You must have had one amazing moment in your life. It might not be what everybody terms amazing, but you know what that amazingness was. Hold on to those good moments, because there is something waiting for you that probably you don't know about. The third thing is staying present. Sometimes those memories can come, yes, but do something about it. Recenter yourself. Focus on the now. Not bother yourself about what happened before. Only remain in the present moment, because life is so fickle. So remain in the present moment. Only think of now and how you're going to make it by the day. Be intentional about every second that passes you by. Some things that have been laid in your heart to do those things. Be obedient to whatever God has laid in your heart to do. The goals you have set for yourself. Remain in the building. Remain in the changing of your heart, of your mind. Think of the good things in your life and the things that you're trying to achieve. And with all that being said, I hope that this video was helpful, even if it's to only one person. I hope that this video was actually helpful to you, and it's just a reminder for me and also whoever needed this video that everything is going to be okay at the end, and your story is going to change. Just keep believing, keep thinking of only positive and good things. I hope this video helped you as much as it helped me. Thank you so much for watching my video. Until next time, I'm Queen C. I'll be back with another video.